pizza with bread. She was like, bread. Is he gonna be there?
You are live and good to go.
Well, good evening, everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's 2019.
2019, baby.
And we are Kloset
Closet
Conversations. That's
I was in the midst of my
sad.
margarita.
Oh, that's sad. One more again. We are Closet Conversations. I am your host, Chrissy Mack.
And I'm Berkeley.
All right, happy New Year, everyone. We are doing the finale on what men want and what women want. So we finalizing this thing tonight, getting it all out in the open. Everything's coming all out the closet tonight.
Oh yeah, we going raw. We ain't being, no lube today, honey.
That's right.
Hey,
right.
y'all ready or y'all not ready? Because we about to get y'all ready.
Are y'all ready or not? So that's right. Clutch them pearls, baby.
You just like I'm being thrown in the fire. You just gonna slay in your lane, honey. You gonna slay in your lane. Ain't that's what you represent, right?
Detroit style is
I'm ready for this.
All right, so we're going to start off with introductions. So we have right here sitting across from me, Mr. Elijah
How you
Blue.
doing?
How are you?
I'm fine.
Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Union man, like I said, former guest. And so definitely looking forward to some more things that you have to say today.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And over to my far left, over here in the corner, looking all cute with her sequence and all of that on. She's
Look at the
sparkling
hair,
and
the hair,
dazzling.
honey,
And
the hair,
yes,
the bob.
Miss Dewana. And her husband was on our show the last time, Mr. Randy. He couldn't be here today, so she's solo and sexy and looking good. She is a model, motivational speaker, and she's just a full blast beauty.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Looking forward to seeing what you have to say.
What up? Across from me, I have Mrs. Celeste Spite. Spizzity is what I say. Hey, y'all. She is an entrepreneur, mommy of two, been married for 10 years, okay?
All right.
Doing her thing. Detroit style is dope. Check out that sweatshirt.
Oh, that's dope.
I need that
Gotta
one.
get one of them.
Slay in your lane. Did I mess it up?
No, you didn't.
Okay,
you got
good,
it right.
good. I got it right. Slay in your lane was her baby, and now she's branched off to a new collection, which I absolutely love. That pink is popping.
Thank
dope,
you.
dope.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you for
Switch my
having
camera
me.
back.
Yes, welcome.
Of course, we had to bring the blonde bombshell back. Yes, Miss Claudette.
yes.
Don't be basic, boo. Ain't nothing basic about that, okay? Yep. Going through a divorce, but still standing strong, gorgeous as ever. We are so happy to have her back.
Welcome back.
Yes. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
New to the show, down at the end, if y'all can see. What up, though? Is Mr. Darnell Glover. He's been a hairstylist for over 30 years, sir.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Over 30
yes.
years, has celebrity clients. He's a man that when you go get your hair done and you start venting about your baby daddy and, the dude that you
How he
sleeping
ain't
with.
shit. Yeah,
Okay.
that part.
That's
Damn.
the one that has a listening ear. So he has an inside scoop, and he also has a book called Relationships, The Two-Way Street. Is that correct?
That's right.
All right.
All
He has
right.
a series of books, and guess, ladies, sorry, Elijah Blue, we have books for you to take home with you today as well.
That's right.
Oh,
appreciate
thank
it.
you.
So again, we jumping right in with no
Giving stuff I
lube.
like
We going
open.
straight, hardcore, unfiltered. Look at the book. Check out the book. And hey,
love it,
let's
love
go.
it.
We left
Like
off.
those pocket size.
Sorry,
Cool.
Celeste. We jumping in right into threesomes.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Let's go.
Oh.
What?
All right, threesomes. When last time you had one?
Ooh, that's digging deep. That's
Ooh.
digging deep. To each his own.
Okay.
Never
But,
had one.
Govern yourself how you want to govern yourself.
Never had
Have you
one.
have you ever had a
I have.
threesome in a
A few.
relationship?
I have.
And how did that go?
The relationships, two were short-lived, and
Okay.
the other one, it was just something we wanted to experience.
It was what?
The other
Something
one was
we wanted to experience.
Oh,
Together.
Together, absolutely,
Oh.
absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
What's up?
Would you do it again?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I
Okay.
don't know.
Did you enjoy yourself?
I did.
You did?
I did.
Did
It's
they
just something
enjoy
on your bucket
themselves?
list. It's just something on your bucket list, you know.
Did
But,
they enjoy themselves?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Was this with your wife? I
Okay.
know you've been married, or was this with somebody else?
No, me and my wife did not do that.
Okay.
We was very spontaneous and expeditious, but we did not partake in a threesome.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
How do you find? I mean, not to say that I'm interested in doing one, but like, is it your girlfriend? Oh, you say, do you just find like an old girlfriend, like
Right.
a freak on the
I mean,
website?
you have to let anything
like,
happen organically, but I
Okay.
mean, you have to have uncomfortable conversations with the person you would, whatever you believe in. Like some people believe in one woman, one wife. I believe in that as well through
Right.
experience, but I wouldn't know that if I didn't. Some things are taboo, some things are left taboo.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, but you experience that. Be true to yourself.
Good
I
response.
love
Right.
Good
So,
response.
I
Yeah.
love it. That's why
Absolutely.
we had to bring you back by popular demand, sir.
Whoop,
Let's
whoop,
go.
You got my
Celeste,
phone.
10
No,
years.
man, we are not that grown right now. Next. We're not that grown yet.
16 years, 17 years,
18, sweet.
18. Ooh.
Don't give me all mine.
Oh, okay. 18.
Wow.
18. Anything.
18 years.
18.
No, we won't do a threesome. That's not something that. I will say this, being candid and because I'm transparent and honest, I actually, and I talk about this quite often, was asked my husband. Well, I didn't ask him. I wanted to do a threesome prior to us.
Becoming saved.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Becoming no. I've been saved,
To getting
Oh.
married.
getting married.
Okay.
However, I had stipulations in my threesome. Like she couldn't touch me. She was just there to do the things that I just, I had.
See, that's how mine would go.
I'm not a.
I want to be in charge.
I don't like women, so I want to be clear.
Some people just want to watch.
I don't even want to watch. I just wanted her to get on it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So you wanted her to just be able to do one thing to him, and then you could do the others.
Yes.
So
I had a whole lot of stipulations. My
Okay.
husband told me immediately. He
That's
was
a
like,
nice little
It's not gonna
setup.
work.
A
he
helping
was like,
hand.
that's not a
Yeah.
threesome. He was like,
A
that's
helping hand.
no,
The dictatorship.
it was definitely a dictatorship. Literally, in every essence of the word. But
Right.
just doing women don't always like. I'm not a person that just like loves performing oral sex. I do it because it pleases my husband. Period. That's just it.
Right.
I like.
That's
I'm a
honest.
pleaser. So
Right.
do I like just doing it all the time? No.
Oh.
So
Okay.
yeah, can you get that handle that for me?
them
Right.
together.
Right. Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
in my mindset. That's
Wow.
where I was at that time in my
Okay.
20s. Remember,
Okay.
I got married. We were 25 and he was 22.
Okay.
Well, 23 and I was 25. So at that time, that's what I was thinking. We'll, like she said earlier, get somebody, bring them in, and then okay, you take her going back to Canada, wherever you're
Right.
from, because I was going to Canada. I thought I was doing something. Because Detroit is 6 degrees of separation. Everybody know
Right.
everybody.
Everybody know everybody.
But I
Right.
can't say in my husband's wisdom and young age at that time, he was like, no, we're not having a threesome. He was like, no.
Good.
Wow.
So yeah.
Okay.
y'all.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Shay Wash, who was on the show and acted a complete fool, said, no, just kidding, said threesomes
Yes, he
ruin
did.
relationships.
Amen. I concur.
Everybody agrees threesomes can ruin relationships.
I
Yeah,
think so.
believe
Absolutely.
I think so.
I believe it's just.
It's really
it's a
a
single
chance
person
y'all
thing.
taking
It's
when
a
y'all
swing.
do it.
Talking
You
to the
gotta
mic, babe.
You got to be prepared for the chance that you're taking.
Absolutely.
It's a big risk, and you're putting your whole relationship and yourself on the line when you do it.
For something short-lived.
I would give it great thought, a great thought. I wouldn't just jump and do it because it might be something to break up the monotony or to experience before I die. No,
Right.
I'm not doing that.
Right.
My thing is, we can talk about it, but it ain't going to go that far.
Right. Right.
I wouldn't
Okay.
do it.
Miss
All right.
Claudette?
Okay.
Claudette, threesomes.
No, I have never had one. Am I opposed to it? No, I'm not opposed to it.
Uh-oh.
However, there will be stipulations, but I've never done it, so I can't say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
I'm too bossy. I'd never do it.
I've never. Well,
I got good cooch by my
I would never.
Uh-oh.
Are we answering questions?
Come on.
You should. You asking it.
We threw it out there for them.
Come on.
Well, forget it then. Well, I still feel that I was bamboozled into a threesome.
Uh-oh.
I didn't know that it happened. I didn't know what was happening. All I know is that her tongue was about this long,
Yikes.
and she pulled my tongue, and she stuck her tongue up there, and I thought it was like a fucking lizard or something. I was
Were you
like, "What is going?"
intoxicated?
Yes, I was. I was
Oh,
intoxicated. I was
okay.
out with a male friend, He wanted me to go out with him, and we went out. You know, our relationship was like strictly platonic. I know he liked me, and we went to this bar, and everything seemed pretty cool and stuff like that. So like I went to the bathroom, and then I was walking past these rooms, and I was like, what's behind these doors? So like I went over there, used the bathroom. So after I used the bathroom, I'm walking back over into, you know, the little VIP section where we were in the club, and my curiosity just was like getting the best of me. I was like, I gotta go see what's in these doors. So I went in the doors or whatever,
R.
and
Kelly's
it was like
mansion.
people.
Exactly, right? I
It
didn't
was
want to
like
say it.
it was like some R. Kelly type shit. So like it was like
Closet.
girls with girls and couples with couples, and they was kissing, and they was like sucking booty and like licking twat and all that. And I said, God
Tossing
damn it, I'm in a
salads.
damn
That's what
swingers
terminology.
bar.
Where was this here?
Where was this at? It was
No, thank
Right,
God.
everybody wanna know where
Oh,
Where
Location.
you know you have
it
everybody
was
chiming in,
it was
right?
in Houston.
Everybody's chiming in,
Everything
and somebody
big.
said, "Bamboozle, girl, bye."
No, because on the outside, like I seen some same sex, you know, couples and stuff like that. So I was like, oh well, you know, I'm in a gay bar, I guess, or whatever, however, a same sex type bar. Like I'm straight with that. Like I ain't tripping. I'll be wherever. But if they wasn't doing nothing strange on the outside part, like of the club area where the DJ was, everybody was just enjoying themselves. So when I went in there, like this girl, she started touching me, and I was like, what is going on? So she touching me. Then here come my friend that I came with. He pretty much strapped on the condom.
Oh, wow.
And he just started doing it to her. And like,
So
and
you were the third party in that room.
I was the third party in the room.
That's
so
when it became a threesome.
yeah.
Can this
Yeah,
happen
that
in
part.
your like
Current.
current relationship?
No. No.
Sure?
Uh-uh.
No pleasing.
Mm-mm. It was nice, you know. I just kind of felt like I was just pushed into it, you
It
know.
was nice to look at.
No, it was nice to experience.
Oh, okay.
But
From a
but
girl?
from a girl, and it was nice to experience not knowing that he wasn't my man,
Oh, okay.
and we was just having
That's the
fun.
difference.
Y'all was just having fun.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
okay.
right.
Can't do that
But
with a
yeah,
man.
You was just
Right.
having casual. That was a
Get out the
casual.
right. But
something
he didn't give me any penetration, so that's why I was kind of like, oh, I was bamboozled, because like once he tried to come at me, I was like, like no, like
You let the girl go.
well, I mean, her tongue was already up there. What was I supposed to do? Yeah.
So
Ding, ding, ding,
did she
ding,
like
ding.
And
undress
she was
you?
awesome
Got
too.
you
No, I
together.
had on a skirt.
Got you
And
together.
so she just slid
woman,
my she slid my thumb to the side or whatever, and then she just went
So
on.
were
went
you like
on
on a bed? Like,
I was-
did
I
she
was-
lay you
I was-
down? Did you fall on the bed?
No, I was
mean,
like I was on bent over on a pool table.
Oh, she got
Oh,
you
wow.
good.
Oh yeah, no. she
Did you do her?
Oh, hell to the no.
Oh,
No, I don't.
So do you still talk to this friend?
The guy.
Yeah.
No, I don't talk to him.
So
we're social media
afterwards-
friends.
I mean, so like afterwards, were you like, what just happened?
Yeah. I confronted him, and I was like, "You took me to a swingers
club,
bar."
baby.
You
but
know,
you
like,
ain't had no
I ain't
problem
never,
when you
you
was
know,
bent over.
huh?
You ain't care when you was bent over. You
Why
was like,
no?
Lick that.
Well, it felt good. I was, I had a little something to drink.
You gonna be mad after the fact.
Darnell, no.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
I'm just, it brings up, it brings up something that I am definitely curious about. Knowing that you received this from a female, do you feel as
Talking
though
to the
you're
mic, baby.
bisexual?
Hell no.
You don't? I believe that that's possible too. That a person can receive it from the same sex and still not be gay.
Right. Because
But most people, if you mess with the same sex, you're considered bi or gay.
wow. Yeah, because I never had another girl experience
They
since.
call it bi-curious.
Right.
You buy something.
Does
Well,
that just
by
go
what-
for
I
mean, I
girls
was
or does that go
bi-curious
for
that
No,
guys
it's
too?
guys too. Even if I received a blowjob from a guy,
You don't think
I'm
that you
considered gay.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but
Most
I
definitely.
believe that there's a possibility, because I believe everything has possibility in the world, that a person that receives it from the same sex is not.
Interesting.
Wow.
Here goes Shay.
Look,
No,
everybody
ain't
like,
no man touching me. Fuck that. Right. I'm straight.
So,
All
yeah.
right. Well,
Yeah.
that got real deep. I like
All right.
that.
I hope y'all
Yes.
enjoyed that. Yeah.
2019.
Listen,
Let's go.
so did you
2019.
tell your current boyfriend that?
Yeah, he was
Knows
like,
now.
you weren't bamboozled into no damn threesome, girl.
Yeah.
You was just in it. And I was like, no, he was. And so everybody I tell to, of course, all of y'all agree with him. Like,
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do.
I mean,
And
just
most
be real
people-
with it.
and
Be
most
real with
people
it.
and I was like,
would.
well, it
Yeah,
is
we'll
what
be
it
real
is.
I'm
with
gonna
it.
tell you,
Own
and the
it.
reason why I say
And
that is
they
because you
would.
remember.
Oh yes, oh
Exactly.
yeah. Well, if a girl's tongue was that long and she was that
You remember
good,
that
you
tongue.
remember that. You remember it too.
She went down in the
I'm
book.
gonna chop that boy up.
You
I don't
remember
play
it too.
those
I was like,
things.
oh
I don't like
wow.
girls, nothing about them.
Yeah. So
All right,
Yeah.
so that got deep.
yeah.
All right,
it
yay.
happens. That's my truth.
Amen.
Won't do it
Like,
again.
your truth, your transparency. That was interesting. You had us all in like this.
Right. Won't do it again.
My numbers went up to like 15. They was
Like, where y'all
like,
at?
hold on, wait a minute. She said long tongue.
Right, won't do it again. So
Right.
cheating. What we
Oh.
say? Cheating. If I know we did touch upon this before. So if you have been married for 10 years or 18 years and something was to happen, do we take them back? Do we work through it?
I'm staying.
You staying?
Yeah.
And why you
That's real.
saying?
I
What's
don't have
up?
any deal breakers. I think my
okay.
deal breakers are drugs, like alcohol abuse and domestic violence. You're
Okay.
not kicking my ass in front of my kids.
Okay.
Or period.
Okay, period.
Um,
I want to jump in on
Me
her.
too.
Because you know what? She has a good point. Because when y'all made these vows, y'all forgot one thing: to death do you part.
For better, for worse.
For better, for worse, cheating is the worst.
Okay.
So
If
you
that's
are
your
suppo-
worst. If that's your
you're
worst.
supposed
Exactly.
to not suppose. Let me take that word out.
yeah,
No,
I'm
you
not
should
going to
say.
say
No, you're
suppose.
You
I
sure?
know for.
But I
I'm
do
not
know
gonna
that
say
that's a
suppose.
worst,
Yeah,
and
I'm
they
not
call
gonna say
cheating.
that.
If it's cheating,
I'm
you
not
still
gonna say
supposed to
suppose.
Well, I
suppose.
take that
Right.
back.
My
I take that back.
worst,
No,
my
hold on, hold on,
worst.
hold on.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on,
Well,
hold
no,
on.
I'm just going by
I
what
know
y'all.
what the
what-
bu- what
what
the
it
Bible
says.
I take that back.
My
I
worst
do.
may not be your
Your
worst.
worst. Yes,
Exactly.
Where,
Where,
Exactly.
where I got some friends
tolerate.
that say,
Yeah.
you know what? I can't do the cheating, but I can
I
stay
can
with
do
somebody
drugs.
if they got a drug
Drug
problem.
problem.
Where
Yeah.
my
Oh.
thing is, I'm not doing
Yeah.
that in front of me. My
Yeah.
kids, like, no,
Everybody
Yeah.
had
I'm
their
not
Oh,
taking
no,
an ass
I
whooping in
agree,
front of
but
me
I'm
and my
just
kids.
saying how people
But-
take it.
Yeah.
But cheating, I feel like we can get through that. I tell my husband, there's nothing that you've done that we cannot get it together.
Just as long as it's not
Well,
a
then you
repeating
figure
cycle.
you're
So
opening
just
up
as
a
long as it's
door.
not a
Just
repeating
as
cycle.
long as you tell me the truth, like we good. I like we
Transparency.
just different.
Okay,
You know, like
okay.
we are very like different, and we don't fit in that cookie cutter marriage type like situation. We were married in 6 months. So you talking about
Real.
trying
Right,
to like
right.
so you talking about trying to figure each other out. Like
Yeah.
what might bother you from somebody, it don't bother me because literally every day I'm going, damn, he do this too. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm learning him every single day. We don't like try to take it so serious. We got to be in this thing forever. So just do whatever we got to do to make it to the forever. You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
My worst may not be your worst. Cannot
Exactly.
handle him cheating. Of course, I'm gonna be hurt. I'm gonna be upset. But just tell me the truth. Let's work through this, and we can just keep it moving.
Right.
Will I take him back? I can. Somebody asked me before, like, well, if he had a kid, like, what would you do? I could deal with that. That's not the kid's fault because two people decided to make a bad decision. You understand what I'm saying? That's not that baby's fault. Now I'm saying that now because I haven't been thrown into that situation. So
Correct.
I don't know. I don't down anybody else that can leave. If you can't handle it, by all means leave. I think also your village, who is around
Yes.
you,
Absolutely.
Yes.
That
Yes.
that
Yes.
helps you kind of
Yes,
stay
it
married.
does.
Like,
Right.
my parents
Right.
used to my parents checked me. You talking to him like that? Did you call him and ask
Okay.
him like, is it okay? Did you so and so? And I be thinking, I'm
Girl, you
your daughter.
better
Like, what
Right.
are you talking about? Like, wait a minute.
I like
you know,
her.
even like my best friends like that are married, they don't play that. Like if I call them like, girl, listen, I'm getting ready
Right.
to kill. They be like, Celeste, was it you? What
Okay.
did you do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we never say to each other, girl, yeah, it's over. Like we just don't do that. We try to talk to each other like, listen,
Right.
just relax. This is what
that's
it
important
is.
to have, though.
And we be 10 years in the game in March. I just feel like this is it. Like, what we about to do?
Right.
I
I
mean,
respect that.
I mean,
Yeah.
what,
Well,
like,
I'm-
what are we
I
about
do
to
too.
do? My parents divorced when I was 25 years old. They had been together 36 years
Wow.
and were together like 42, 43. So, you know, I mean, that's just where I come from. And you just,
Work it out.
I don't know. We were married in 6 months. The first night we talked about marriage, like that night, and both our like kind
The
of like
night you met?
views were kind of like the same. So it just like happened, you know.
So
like,
the night you met,
like,
you talked about marriage?
yeah, like it wasn't like a engagement. It was
Wow.
kind of like, so what we gonna do? So you gonna get married? Well, I don't care. All right, then. Well,
Wow.
then I ended up with a pregnant, and we was kind of like, well, let's just
Let's
come
just
on.
do it. That's real.
You know, like let's
Right.
just get
Well,
cracking.
So, like,
I
did
mean,
y'all?
I respect that, and like you said, everybody
worse
tolerance, yeah. But for me, like that was
the men
me-
are saying nope.
me and my husband cheated,
Mm.
and I tried. We both tried to work it out.
But
Like I
remember,
said,
you told me like Celeste.
what did I
Listen,
say?
you
What did I? Okay.
listen. You was like that first year. You said y'all gonna be okay. You said, but you just got. I'm telling you right now. And I was like, is it about to be that big?
Right.
And you was like, no, it's not gonna be that bad. But I want you to just know. Just get ready for this
Right,
ride. And I was like,
exactly.
okay.
And what did I? And that's what I told you because I believed in that. I believe in marriage. I
Yes,
believe
yes,
that you go
did
through
tell
the
me
thick and
that.
thin. You know what I'm saying?
You
But
did.
at a certain point, when you see this person, your mate is not changing,
Right.
and y'all stuck in a rut, and everything is remaining the same.
Right, right.
You can't then continue to stay in this kind of relationship with the you're
Right.
expecting a different result and doing the same thing. It's
Right.
never gonna work.
That's
You
insanity.
know what
Right.
I'm saying? That's insanity.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
So you have to know if you and your mate have stepped out cheating, because that's what
Right.
we're talking about.
Right.
You have to then come to a realization, can you handle the
Yeah.
consequences that's going to come behind your actions?
Right.
So if you can't deal with the consequences, then don't do it.
Right.
Because divorce is a consequence
Yes, it
of
is.
your actions.
That's right.
So, and that's where I'm at. I
Right.
love my husband to death. I'm not gonna lie. I've been with that man since I was 15 years old. You hear
Right.
me? I'm 40 something. Okay, so let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not here. I never wanted to divorce him,
Right.
but it got to a point to where I had to make a decision, and
Right.
the decision was: is it my happiness? Or is it his? Or is it our insanity? What we gonna kill each other
Right.
in
Yes.
this? So
Yes.
it was time to move. You know what I'm
Some
saying?
people
and that's
can
where
be-
we at. And my tolerance. That was my tolerance.
Okay.
It wasn't because he cheated. It wasn't because I cheated. It was because
fed up.
we were at a place where we were not progressing,
Okay.
and I
Right.
could no longer be.
Do
in
you
that.
think that he couldn't move on from it? Like, do you think it was him that couldn't move on? Because we can take anything. Like
The
women,
male
Yeah.
perspective, the male perspective.
like women, we take
Yeah.
anything.
Right.
Like,
Right.
That's what I
okay, he
wanted to
did
get to.
that. Let's just keep it moving.
Because all the
But-
men on
but-
here are saying,
but the
oh,
men
hell
like,
no,
oh
hell
no,
hell no.
like
But they can
you
cheat all
know,
damn day.
Well,
right?
But I
All
really
day.
want to go back to the question
go
what
there?
you asked initially. What you were trying to chime in on. You were about to how it all started, like with the question. Remember? Or you don't remember?
I sure don't.
It was,
I'm so locked into what she was.
It was,
saying,
do you
too.
leave? The question you initially asked,
Cheating,
do you leave? Do
stay or
you
do you
stay?
leave?
Do you
Do
leave?
you leave?
And everybody, we was all kind of like in a uproar, like, okay, no, you stay. No, I'm going to do this. And she responded to
Okay.
Well-
her question or whatever. Or she
I
responded
think
with her.
we.
I mean, so what do you think? Like, what do you think,
I
Elijah?
think for one, like I always tell people, everybody governs their household differently.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna go with what somebody else say. Like you say, your village. You can have someone telling you leave your man or your woman. They putting up with 10 times as worse because you don't know who really rooting for you for one.
Right.
But the biggest thing when I think in a relationship, what I've learned because I've cheated when I really cheated on somebody that I cared about. I didn't want to do it no more because I seen how it affected that person. But you have to have a forgiving heart when you're in a relationship. You talk about commitment, you talk about the standards, you talk about finances, but nobody ever stresses forgiving.
What'd
No
you
one
say?
stresses
He
that.
said something really key. Did you hear that?
Nobody stresses
no one stresses
forgiveness.
it. No
Nobody
one stresses
stresses
forgiveness
forgiveness.
because
Forgiveness.
or the friendship. Like somebody asked me
Right.
like, why didn't some of my relationships last? I said because I only had a relationship with that person, not a friendship. But I have friends that I've had 6 years. I don't even call them friends. I call them brothers because I really value that relationship. So I'm not
Right.
gonna do certain things to destroy that loyalty. So if,
Right.
if my
Right.
woman is my friend, my loyalty is different. The obligation is different. So if I cheat, that truly would be a mistake and something bad on my part. But I think the forgiveness part, you both can move on from it. So
I like that.
So why do you
But
call
pride
it-
is something
why do
else.
you call it a mistake?
I don't
I
think
don't
it's
like.
a mistake.
It's not a mistake.
I mean, because
choice.
nobody's perfect. That's
It's
why I
a
use the
choice.
word mistake.
No,
It's a
but-
choice
but
always.
see, when I watch, and I get a lot of my info by listening
Because you
and watching
can do the wrong
stuff,
thing and listen
but
to
I
the wrong
think-
person and make the wrong
And I was
move.
talking
That's
to
a
my
mistake.
nephew about it. He called it a mistake, and I had to tell him it's not a mistake because it's something you wanted to do.
It's a choice.
So it's not a
choice.
mistake.
Absolutely.
I'd
Absolutely
rather you
not.
say I did some I didn't want to. Don't use the. I don't like.
So it was
for
just
people
it's
to
a
use
it's
that.
a choice.
It is a
I-
choice.
I-
So what is it?
I
It's
agree
a
with
choice.
your, I agree with your perspective.
it.
Okay.
But my
I believe-
perspective
Poor
is that it's a
decision,
mistake,
but
a
choice.
poor decision,
Okay.
Yeah,
mistake.
poor decision.
You know,
but
however
the
you want to
word
call it.
mistake,
Okay.
Bert, it just eats at you.
Yeah.
when
It's
you
not a
say
mistake.
It's
That's
not a
something
mistake.
that you
It was just a
willing,
choice.
Because a mistake is something that you do with not
it's
intended
a selfish
to.
decision and
Right,
a choice.
Right.
But in my perspective, it's a mistake.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna
My
take it away
opinion.
from you.
Okay.
Right.
Absolutely.
Brandon kept
would-
calling it a
You make a
mistake.
mistake.
I can move past
I
that
would-
mistake.
As far as when we were talking earlier, and I was like, no, you stay. I will say, based on my marriage, speak on from my perspective.
Okay.
Being a Christian and having God incorporated in our marriage, that's just something that we do. God gives us that's the outlet that He does allow us to leave our marriages, because it's essentially you've kicked out, which He's supposed to be the glue to the marriage, right? And when you follow His instructions and do what He told you to do according to the Word, that's what keeps you in unison. So I will say that's why I had to counteract and bring it back and say, okay, no, because essentially you've kicked God out of the equation and allowed another entity, whether it be the whoever brought the person in, to fulfill that space where God is supposed to be. And I believe that's why He said when you commit adultery, He allows you the outlet there to get a divorce. He does. That's what the Bible says. That's what I've gathered from the Bible. If it's something wrong, then tell me something different. But that's what I've gathered. However, in growing, you said something so key earlier, Mr. Blue. I can't remember your name.
Elijah Blue.
I just remember Blue because that's my cousin's last name. That's my cousin's last name. So, at any rate, what you said earlier, you was like, nobody teaches forgiveness.
No one
so
teaches.
me growing up, being in the household that I've been in, and then just watching people, my family members, I learned a lot just watching. You know what I mean? So I don't go, if I see something happen over here with this couple, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that over there. Kind of like learning from just
You want the
being,
odds in your favor, so you want to surround yourself with those type of people.
right.
Situations,
So
period. Yeah.
just
Sweater
growing up
is
and
dope,
seeing,
by the way.
Thank you.
But
Just
as long
growing
as
up
they're not
seeing.
being biased to you, I would agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
As
But
long as
just-
they're not being
You want the
biased
odds,
to you,
yeah,
because
you
a
want
lot of
truth.
people have a tendency to be biased to their friends and their loved ones.
Absolutely.
Well, this
So
is
long
just
as they're
me
not
just
wrong.
watching
I agree.
family members. I'm talking about my mother, my aunts and uncles, and seeing them grow up. I built my marriage based off of, and the woman that I am, based off of what I've seen and what I've grown up to be. So us, we're strong women. You know what I mean? We don't accept cheating. We don't tolerate this. It's unforgivable. This is unforgivable. That is unforgivable. And then it just watching marriages go through different things. And one particular case, she said no drugs. Like I watched my aunt hold my uncle down. He's actually my cousin, but they're older, so I call him aunt and uncle.
Right.
But when he was on drugs, you know what I'm saying? And she was just like there for him, riding through it. And I'm just like, I can't do that. Like
Yeah,
that's not
some
my
people can't-
threshold. You know
yeah,
what I'm
some people can't do
saying?
it.
So, but just the love, to know the love and
Because of
the
that forgiveness.
and the
She's seen that.
dedication. Yeah. So when you said earlier forgiveness, sometimes you don't know. Like from what I know now, just being married 18 years, whatever your worst is, that's what the Bible. When you talk about getting married, you said for better or for worse. Whatever your worst is,
You're going to see it.
then that's what you gotta you go through that.
Gotta
God
deal with
didn't
it.
ever intend for us to get in divorces though, but it happens, and that's people's choice, and I respect her and whoever else, because
I'm
sometimes
divorced.
yeah, you're divorced, and I know you personally was there for the marriage and the divorce.
I was trying to
Right.
work it out,
Yeah.
but
Right.
it was just a little
Yeah.
too much.
yeah, and sometimes God never intended for you to be with that person in the first
Anyway,
place.
That's
There you
true,
go.
too.
So-
There you go.
That's true too. You
That's
didn't
just
say
it.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Any can we go through your book real quick? Let's skim through, pass it around.
That one is yours.
Give us a thank you. Give us a
I
give us
should've
a little
brought more. She
briefing.
should've told me more. You told me 4. I got
Yeah,
more.
all right.
I need
I
one.
didn't think
Okay.
about Elijah.
I'm passing
I
it
thought
around.
about
Didn't
my
think
ladies.
about Elijah. Really?
But I'll get
Sorry.
you one before
Here you
we
go.
leave.
Look for you.
I'm just
Yes,
saying,
yes.
I
You're welcome.
like the size of the pocket like
But
that.
I can do one off the top of my head. I will, because we got
Turn
one
to a
guy
page
in
if you
here.
see
Come on,
anything
let's go.
interesting.
And I would love for him to be a part of this to see how they respond to what I'm finna give them.
Okay.
And you'll see. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yes, let's get it.
Off the top of my head, quickly, you ladies, y'all go to after hour, and you at
Happy hour?
happy hour,
Oh,
Okay.
happy hour.
Okay.
and a nice gentleman walks up to you, very cordially, polite, offers you a conversation for about an hour and a half. He didn't push up on you. He didn't ask
Make
you for
sure
your
you're talking
phone
in the
number
mic, huh?
or anything. He didn't do none of that. And he just said, "Well, it's nice talking to you. Hope to see you again." He walks away. Another day, same thing. Another gentleman came up to you, offered you an hour and a half worth of conversation, but he offers to buy you a drink. The first guy didn't, but they both were polite.
Okay.
They both were kind. They both were courteous. Neither one pushed up on you.
Okay.
My question to you, ladies, which one would you more likely want to see again?
The one that bought me a drink, I hate to say it if he
Why?
offered it, because it shows that he's not. See, that sounds superficial. I was about to say.
Go ahead, say
I
it.
was
No,
about to
it's-
say.
it's
it.
so natural
Yeah,
to him. Let it
I
flow.
mean, if you
Like he's not
ask,
cheap.
he's not cheap. He's not. Yeah, that's a quality that I look at. Like, are you a sharer? I mean, if you ask me and I decline, then okay. But if I ask him for a drink, you didn't say that part, did you? That okay, offer me a drink and I decline. But
I don't wanna
sometimes
cut y'all
you
time
might
and
want a
make it
drink.
too
I can
long
always
on
buy
it.
my own
But who
drink,
would
but that
agree with
shows.
her? Out of the ladies, who agrees with her?
I can buy my own.
At
drink.
least
I ain't paying
ask.
attention
not
to
sure.
shit like that.
No,
Yeah,
I
I don't
don't
really
I
care.
would talk to the guy who didn't offer to buy
Yeah.
me one.
Really?
Why?
Why? Because I've been in that situation. The guy who I'm talking to right now, I seen him out. I'm standing in the line. He like, hey, can you buy me and my Can you?
He's
Hey, you
thoughtful. I like
already
that.
in the line.
My
Can you
girlfriend
buy
says he's
me and my
thoughtful.
boy a drink? I'll give you the money. I'm like, okay, cool. He didn't offer. He didn't say, hey, Claudia, you want me to buy you a drink or nothing. I thought, okay, that's cool. It didn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? And then we ended up seeing each other later and ended up, having casual conversation. But I just think I don't need you to buy me no drink. I could buy my own.
Follow me and see if this is okay
I don't
with
need
you.
you
as
I'm
a
not
woman.
paying
but
attention.
it's
See,
polite
to
and
me,
thoughtful to
this
ask.
is what I boil down to it. I like for people to think past go. I did not say both. Both of these guys were cordial to you. Why should the drink matter if you run into
doesn't.
either one of
For
them
me,
again?
it doesn't.
See, that's my problem when I'm out here now dating. I'm looking for somebody that it ain't about
ain't
anything
about-
I got.
Nah,
It's all
though, when
about
I was
me.
dating, yes, you
So
better
why
buy
should
that
that
drink.
drink matter? Shouldn't it just
Right, it
we
don't
can
matter.
offer them conversation and it costs us
The
nothing.
fabric of your character should be
Sorry.
worth
Yeah,
more than the drink.
Yeah.
So
I
I
think
figured
When
you'd
I was
follow me,
single,
but that's what
it
I do, and that was the
mattered.
kind of thing that's in here
I
to
don't know.
make you think past go instead of stop and just make this.
well,
You
you're
better
dealing with a
look at that.
microwave. Well, you're dealing with a
If we had
microwave
happy hour.
generation of thoughts.
Happy
right now.
hour.
Yeah.
I
People
went
want
to.
what's right in front of them.
Microwave generation.
What?
Of
Am I
thoughts.
part of
I said
that?
a microwave
Oh.
generation of thoughts, not people, because you got old
Yeah.
heads acting like young
Because
heads.
I
Yeah.
might buy the
Yeah.
next round. Because
It-
I'm that type of boss
What
bitch.
it is,
Like,
is the
gratification.
norm, the
Right,
abnorm,
right.
and the abnorm is the norm. That's where we at in the 21st
When I was
century.
single, you better buy that
And
drink.
that's where we are.
When you were single,
you better offer.
You better offer.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Single.
Wow.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Check
I guess,
on-
remember, it's basically for
First
how you were
impression is
Sorry.
how you were raised, how you were groomed. All that there. That plays a big part for me. I ain't asking
Okay.
no man. For me, I ask a man for nothing. I don't care. I'm asking my husband because he's my husband. But for me, I just always been the type of woman. I'm not asking no man for nothing. I don't care about nothing. I'm not about to ask you for. I got my own. I come
Hopefully, I
prepared
got both
with
of the
my
guys'
own.
phone numbers.
So if I
'cause
came
might
to the
call
happy
both of
hour,
them.
Well, I'm
I
not
should
asking
have
for
some
no
happy
drink.
money
Never
in my
asked for
pocket
a
to buy
drink.
my own drink.
I've
That's
never
just how I
asked.
feel.
And he
I've
already,
never
and
asked
the
for it.
scenario
Never
is
asked.
he already
Yeah.
approached
It's
you
not
and
about
you
the
have a
drink.
drink.
Yeah,
My
I
thing is
got
I
that.
walked
It's
up
not-
to her, hey, how was
how
your
you
day? How was you
doing?
working?
Yeah.
And we just hold a cordial
A great
conversation.
conversation.
Why does a drink have to play
It don't
into the
matter.
meeting?
It doesn't
That's
for me.
correct.
It
doesn't
shouldn't.
for me.
And
Some
then
people
she
are
say,
just
hey, I hope
thirsty.
to see you again.
Because maybe
Stay
he's
thirsty,
not a
my
drinker.
friends.
Just if you gotta open up,
Sorry.
open up your mindset.
Maybe he doesn't drink.
Look,
I'm trying to help
So maybe-
everybody open up.
So maybe he
Think past
doesn't
go.
drink, and if he doesn't drink, like if I
Sorry,
don't smoke,
Darnell.
then I'm not gonna offer you a cigarette.
What? What did you say?
sorry, Darnell. The single me is like, can I get that double shot of 1738 and up? Yeah, sorry.
But then
and
what to do,
we
that
had
guy
happy
got a motive?
hour. Huh?
Now, does that guy got a motive
Right.
when he
He
does
He
that?
can have all the motive he want to. Just give me the drink and then we're done.
Oh,
Like
that's
I don't
crazy.
care what his motive is. Like we done. I don't like.
Okay.
I never asked a guy for a drink, but
never
if
asked.
we're
I never
standing there
expected.
and you taking up my time
But some women
talking,
expected
what
that.
are we standing
Yeah,
here
what you
for?
So your
Taking
time
up my
cost.
time.
Taking up my time.
Yes, my time
But
costs.
I'm just
You
polite.
already there.
So,
You
so
already there,
if we
though.
stood at a bus
woman.
stop
Like,
and
every
we had
woman
a
time
cordial
costs a
conversation,
hoe.
should I pay your way to get on the bus?
Listen, every woman should have time that could cost. Like you are a grown
Ooh.
woman. Like
If I'm in
time.
happy
So
hour,
should my
We
time
both are
cost?
equal though, right?
I've had
Should my-
people
my
walk
word
by
is a
and pay
two-way
for my
street.
meals
Should
and
my
never
time-
asked
Right.
what my
Right.
name was.
Yeah.
You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right.
Like, but I mean, if you're
I've had
talking to
that.
me and we're happy
It
hour,
should.
shit,
should.
you might
I
not drink, but you be
Should
like,
my
hey, can I
time
get you
cost?
a drink?
Should his time cost?
Listen.
Hell
when
yeah, I buy drinks
listen,
for dudes all day.
I've bought
I have
drinks
too.
also,
Yeah.
but
I have
my
before.
thing
I
is,
turned the hell up.
Mine don't have to know
when
that.
I was single,
I
I was a
reciprocate.
beast. So
I
So-
reciprocate too. I feel like it's
I'll buy a
go
drink for
both
all you and your
ways.
boys.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
sit
Let's
up
go.
here.
if me and you
Somebody
together,
tell them a lot about her.
If
It's
we're
all
together,
about what
Together,
I
that's
got.
tired.
Some
That's
people
she
like,
wanted.
I don't
You
need no
said
money.
we together?
I want her to buy
If
her.
we are
What's
together
the
and you my
point?
man, that's a different
I'm not
story.
building
But if
no-
I just
no
met
castle
you like
in
off
all
the
you
street,
wanna do is
no,
go right here.
sorry.
It ain't
gotta
gonna
pop
happen.
that drink.
You're gonna help me build
But what
this
if he's
castle.
not a drinker?
I
Although
want
he
a
a happy
castle.
hour, maybe he just maybe he there for the win.
Shannon,
I done had
Shannon
guys
said-
say,
Maybe-
I don't drink.
I got a question though. Like that's
I'll
a serious
take it.
question.
Okay, all right,
I'll
hold on,
take it.
everybody.
Oh, I'm
Okay, so
sorry.
Luana, go ahead.
What if he's there for the wings?
I've had guys say, I don't drink, baby, but here
Can I
you
get your
go.
drink?
Wing and I was single. Yeah, okay, thank you. Like, if we're together and you were my man, it's a different story.
Right.
But when I was single and I was out here dating in the street, no, sir, no. My time costs. Like, I'm not here for nothing. You're not about to waste my time standing here all day.
But does his time
What are we
cost?
talking
But
about?
I
Cost a
mean, we're
drink?
equal. We just met.
Yeah,
we just
right.
met, and now I gotta pay to talk to
Dude,
you.
$7,
I work fast.
$7. $7. You should get it in happy hour.
I work fast too. I was married in 9 months.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
I don't have no time to play with nobody.
I'm
Hey,
married. I am so happy.
Baby, because if I wasn't, I be thinking to myself like,
I'm
Lord,
proud.
thank
I
you,
mean,
Jesus.
I'm happy for her.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry,
All right, so
I know everybody talking about me. Sorry.
New
Okay.
question.
Let me see
What we
this
got?
book. Okay.
Yeah.
I know we talked about the social media and quickly. I mean, I hate to be, I follow all of you all. Elijah Blue,
What about
we've noticed that you've been on vacation.
it? I wouldn't call that a vacation. I call that a getaway.
A getaway.
okay,
Oh,
better.
where did you go?
Who is that
Just-
lovely
just-
lady?
Just New York for New Year's Eve.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
She must be special. She's
Yeah,
pretty.
She playing a very, very special role.
Okay.
A very special
Oh,
role.
that's
Is she your woman?
Yes.
Are you buying her drinks?
Okay.
Am I buying her drink?
Yeah.
I'm buying bottles.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, Darnell.
But he with her.
He's with her.
He didn't just meet her in the bar.
Yeah, we buying bottles.
Oh, that's what's
okay.
up.
I'm talking about we
I'm
just.
glad
my
to see
scenario,
that you are
just
in a
met somebody at
relationship.
the-
So it's been
Sorry, Darnell.
rocky back and forth. So we trying to see what we're gonna do.
Right. Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, yeah.
It's
So
funny
we gonna
because me and Jessley ran into this one girl,
what we
and
gonna
she
do.
said that you and her were fucking around.
What?
Yeah.
She said.
Hold on,
Yeah.
this is more
Good,
important.
good,
Yeah.
good,
Come
good.
on, do
What
this.
else
So
is
are,
that?
are you still fucking around with this mystery girl?
What?
I mean,
Wait.
that's my woman you talking about.
It ain't her.
She
All
lying.
right, next
She not
question.
telling the truth.
Next question.
She not
Ding,
telling
ding,
the
ding,
truth.
ding, ding. I told you.
No, you're not
2019
married, are
we
you?
ain't playing.
No,
Oh, yeah, so it's all.
But my thing, did you believe
2019
her
we ain't
over
playing.
him when she said that? Did you believe her?
Her?
Did we
What-
believe her?
The person?
Yeah.
The person that said it?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Bitches lie on they pussy all day. I ain't
Right.
putting no extra
Yeah.
numbers
And
on
they,
it.
Exactly.
they lie on
Yeah.
men all
I'd be
day
like,
too.
oh, okay.
It's again, it's
Hello,
a
R.
two-way
Kelly.
street out here.
Right.
Women play the same games men play today.
Absolutely,
What
absolutely.
is
And guess
But I
what?
mean,
They're
but he-
better at
but
it.
he
You know
was
what?
just
You're
on
so,
our
it's so
show,
funny you
know,
said
like,
that,
he
Darnell,
could be
because one of
like,
my viewers
if
said
he
some
say,
men want to
if he
be.
say that he don't
Somebody
deal with
said
her no
that.
more or
That's
whatever,
funny.
Women wanna
then
be
it
men
is what
so
it
bad.
is.
That's funny.
Yeah.
They play the same game.
Yeah, that's what she said.
And
One
they're
of my
better.
viewers
To
just said
me,
that.
in the 21st century, women are better at the game than men.
Nobody really getting it.
Yeah.
But women are better.
We just thought we have a little fun with
And
that
brothers
because we
don't
did
share.
see that you saw, you were,
Absolutely.
in a nice relationship out of town. So we just want to throw some bullshit in there just to see what you was gonna say.
Listen, he did not
I like the way
He
you
did
did
not
that.
sweat.
Somebody
That's
said a
like,
real
oh,
man will not
really?
let a
Oh,
woman buy him
really?
a drink.
Oh,
That's what a guy said.
Nothing is-
Please, it must be a whole bunch of non-men out here. Then.
My husband, of course, said, "What about my time?"
See?
Your time valuable too, boo.
Somebody else said, "If I'm already at happy hour and I'm there because I want to be there, not because I'm expecting a drink or a conversation with a dude."
See?
That's what somebody said.
Listen, I'm not standing there expecting a drink. But if you're in my face, you talking to me
you got some
for
deep stuff in here.
how many minutes, I mean, most of the time, a guy has bought me a drink.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
that's something that you just been accustomed to. That's how that happened, huh?
Hey, I just done found something in this book here. Let's look
Oh,
at it.
goodness.
Darnell Glover. It just got real deep.
Uh-oh,
Number
Darnell.
55. Is rape considered rape in a marriage?
Ooh. Wait a minute.
not Darnell.
Wait a minute.
I just make them
That's
up.
deep.
I don't.
Are you
a minute.
married?
No.
No,
Have you
never
been
married.
married?
No kids neither.
Are you?
Oh, you're an
I'm
angel.
single.
Come on, somebody.
Oh, not
You
you
gotta
ain't
start
you don't
buying
have no
drinks,
kids. You an
Darnell.
angel.
Darnell.
You gotta start buying them drinks, boo.
What was that question again?
You gonna
What
be
was
my
that
best
question?
Is rape considered rape in a marriage.
Is
Somebody
rape
on there said
considered
yes.
rape in a marriage?
Yeah, that's just-
Dion
rape
said
is rape.
yes. India
Rape is
said
rape.
yes.
Rape
Okay,
is
what
rape.
you say? Is rape
I know
a rape
rape
in a
is
marriage?
Rape
Because
is
under the
rape.
India's
It's
under
rape
the
a rape
line
in marriage?
of
That's a
no
slippery
is
slope.
no.
No is no.
Claudette,
No is
Claudette,
no.
is rape in a marriage?
I don't want no parts.
Are you
think rape is
expected to
rape.
give?
Shit.
Rape is rape.
But maybe like, yeah, look, you gonna give me some, and maybe you tired or whatever. But this is your
But then
husband.
that's not rape.
That's not rape.
That's against
not
your-
rape.
No.
Right. So rape
If
is
she's
rape,
if she's saying
period.
stop, don't please, no,
Right.
no,
A
please
no
don't
is
do
a
it.
no.
Yeah, no is a
She's
no,
in
whether
marriage
she
or
married
whatever.
or not. That's rape.
I don't even like
If
the word
she's
no for
crying
a
and
relationship.
she's
Just maybe
like,
not
she's
right now,
crying
not
and
here.
she's
Don't say
resisting
no.
all that's
I agree
rape.
with that.
Like,
It's a
say no.
I don't think.
Yeah.
We don't
I
say
think
no.
a
We
man
say
would
not
want
right
it.
now,
Well,
not
I
here.
know my
Because I
husband
tell
would.
a female when she tells a man no, and say it's a fantasy, and you told him no, you're not going to do that. What do you think he's going to do with that no? He's going to solve, or you, a female too, you're going to go and conquer that fantasy before you die. So watch when you tell your mate no. There's a big thing when you tell them no. They're your mate.
Stealing the booty in the night like a vampire is not. That's not considered rape, sir.
That's the wake up.
That's
not?
that's not that because that's my husband talking. Of
That's the
course.
wake
So
up.
here's
Yeah,
the deal:
that's the wake
if
up.
I'm crying and I have a problem and I say no, it's not a good time, then it's not a good time. If I'm telling you that, you know, as your wife, then that's that. If you take it after that and you force me, if there's any type of force in any shape, form, or fashion, that's rape.
that's rape.
That's a no
Period.
go. That's a no go.
Because I could be
Use
thinking
of
about my
action.
deceased daddy or my dead dog or something, and I'm over here
I can't
stressing.
with the dead
I'm just
dog.
saying, I'm stressing, and I don't want to do it. That would be rape. So yeah, it could be rape in a marriage. I do believe that could possibly happen.
Right.
That's real.
Wow.
Now,
Yeah, you
I
got
got
some
something I
deep
want to
stuff in
ask because I was
Wow.
talking to some guys at work.
We have about 5 minutes.
Just to quick.
Dang, before
With
the
the
show
big
is
R.
over?
Kelly thing and stuff like that, we was
Oh, wait,
talking
we
a lot
started little
about
late. You
respecting
might give us
women,
a little
right?
bit more time.
Yeah.
It's a big
They
thing,
locked
and
the door.
we need to respect and protect women.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's something that we don't do. But at the same time, I was talking to guys about protecting women and standing up for women. And most of the younger guys and some of the older guys that I've talked to said that they're in agreement with it. But a lot of women want respect that they're not even respecting themselves. So that's like a big thing on the culture because, like, I know a female, and she's always saying, like, treat me like this and treat me like that.
You don't treat
And we were
yourself like
talking
that.
on via social media, whether she's being sarcastic or whatever. It's saying nothing at all that represents respect. So, and the guys that say the same thing, like, well, yeah, I'm not. Look at this. Why should I respect
Why
that?
should I
So,
respect
but we need to do a little bit better job as protecting and respecting each other. But
Right.
like, I just want to know your respect because I know some girls. If I talk to them, I see them at happy hour. They like, I want a man, and I'm qualified. But Twerk City on Instagram, you can see everything. It's nothing taboo. I can see everything you got to offer every day.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
You're telling me anybody give head in 2 hours?
21st century.
Wow.
I mean, like, this is the real though. This is what you saying. Like,
If you shaking your behind,
The light's about to shut up.
is that what I mean?
Well, I was going to turn it back on. All right. Next question.
Ding, ding, ding.
talking dirty.
All right. So, anybody want to comment on that?
Yeah, I just feel like if you're presenting yourself like men are hunters. That's what they do. Like literally, so they're visual creatures. So if that's what they're looking for and you're showing it, then that's what you mean. You're basically making you saying I'm this is what I am.
Right.
If I'm showing my behind or whatever the case may be to a stranger, a total strange person.
Right.
That's like, where's the morale in
Yeah,
it?
but I'm just saying, like, how do we change the narrative in the wave? Because the wave right now is just like
That's the wave to do.
free spirit, and like that's
I'm
this
a
is the
free
majority.
spirit, but I ain't doing
This
that.
is the majority though. Like it's,
I was
I
gonna
do
say,
to
the
answer
zero
that,
fucks mentality. Like
How do you change it? You can't. It'd be the hardest thing in the
I
world.
mean, it's definitely hard.
Right
but anything's
now.
possible.
And it's possible, but under the 21st
Everything
century and the
follows trends.
millennials now, you
Yeah,
can
it's
forget
trending.
that.
Everything
This
is
is going to be
trending.
the hardest thing we can and try to show them.
Right.
Yeah, we should be those
gotta lead
people
by
that show
example.
them. But it'd be hard to put it in them because they're all into technology. They're all into their phone. Their phone is the biggest thing they love.
And then,
Absolutely.
like
They
when
don't
you
love
send
a
your
person,
kid
they
off to
love a phone.
college, like we have, our kids are grown, 23 and 29. You send your kid off to school, that's a whole new
Whole nother
playing field. That's a
platform. That's a
whole
whole
new
nother
world. So it's like,
College was
wait
where
a
lot
minute,
of
what
shit
you doing,
happened.
girl? Hold on, that's not what we do. You know, it's just like, I mean, I've been there,
Yeah.
having children. So it's
Wow.
pray,
You
child,
got,
pray.
you got grown, seasoned women doing this complaining though. Like you say, expecting different results doing the same thing.
Insanity.
So yeah.
Miss Portia says, so a woman that twerks not a good woman?
I didn't say a woman that twerks is not a good woman.
She's not marriage material.
It depends
There
on
ain't
how
no
you
such
twerking.
thing
If you
as
actually,
marriage
What happens if
material.
she's just out with her girls one night kicking it and she just break it down real quick?
that's the only way you can
There's
know how
no
to break
such
it down
thing
and have
as
a good
marriage
time.
material.
No.
Why do you
Because
say
marriage
that?
is learn. You learn. This is learn.
I mean,
This is something you get into and you learn. You're not just about to just. Oh, I'm marriage material. No. Can you pray for your husband? Do you know how to pray? Like,
There
or
we
do
go.
you? Can you? Can
There we
you?
go.
Can you be the rib that you're supposed to be? That
There we go.
support.
But you know what though? Before I got
all
married,
about
I
having
thought I
fun,
was
but
ready
yeah.
for marriage, but until
Right.
I got into
Into
it,
it.
I
You
was
don't
like,
know.
this is a whole nother
Talking,
animal
talking.
right here.
Right.
It's a
Like,
totally
Like,
different
like when I
ballgame.
tell you that
Yeah.
this is one of the hardest things I've done in my life, with you every day, I think about this man every day. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? Did he eat today? Like, is he all right?
Yes.
Despite he might tell
Right.
y'all, girl, she don't care nothing about me. You know, but in my head, I'm
Yeah.
thinking, okay,
Right.
did we do this right? Did I get this right here for him? Did I do that? Like, every single
a
day
job.
to,
Yes,
like,
it is
like
a
it is
job.
a
It's a
job.
job.
Work.
You understand
It
what
is
I'm
a
saying?
real job.
This ain't nothing to play
This
with.
ain't nothing to
survive
play
Like,
with.
10
I tell
years.
women all the
Right.
time, like, listen, if you don't have his last name, quit playing.
Quit
because,
playing.
because this over here is no
It's
joke.
real.
And
Make
I'm
it a
not
career
doing
though.
it for free.
Make it a job. Make it a
And you have
career.
children.
Absolutely.
Listen,
Make it something
I
you
got
wanna
to
do.
have
Somebody.
MRS period in front of that name. I'm not
Mhm.
playing no
Hello.
games
That's
because
called
what I go
standards.
through every day with that one.
That's called standards.
It's called
And
standards.
there's
What
nothing
that
wrong with
standard
having
is.
There's
standards.
nothing wrong with having standards.
MRS period.
Nothing at all.
Because
No.
because
No.
he dragged me up a wall. Like, I'm gonna tell, I love him. When I tell you I love him to death, but this is definitely a different beast right here.
So that brings my last question. Should people give you an ultimatum of marriage in a
No.
relationship?
Absolutely not.
No, absolutely.
Absolutely
That
not.
means something's
No,
going
no,
on.
Ever,
Ultimatum.
ever.
Let's look right there. That's
Ultimatum.
number
No
134.
Nobody should
Absolutely
use that
not.
word, ultimatum.
So, like, you
No.
marry me or leave?
No.
Right.
No.
I don't believe with
Can I-
ultimatum, but I believe in saying
No
if this
way.
not what you're looking for, this ain't. You need to go down the
Yeah.
street.
Okay.
You
Put
should-
the
but that should have
timing
been
on it.
established.
If
Timing
you
on it.
yeah,
But
put the
definitely
timing on
put
it.
a
That's
time on
fine.
it. Yeah.
But what?
But
I'm
That's what we
37.
trying to
I
do
ain't got
over
time
here.
to play games.
What's your, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. What's your Slay?
Celeste.
All I know is
Celeste.
slay.
Celeste.
Slay in your lane. Slay in your lane. Celeste said earlier that her and her husband, they talked, right? When y'all first met, you talked about it
Yeah.
right then and there. You
Yeah.
knew on the spot. That's why you
That's
was married in
what they
6
was
months.
looking
You came
no
into a
games.
situation. You didn't come to play. You didn't come to. I'm not. About
The
to hear-
expectation
so
was already
at this
there.
point in my life, I want to know what's your plans. It's called having dialogue. Me and my husband did the same thing. So yeah, like literally,
Communication.
communication.
Is the key, though.
We
Right.
talked about
It's
where
the
you
key
see
to
yourself.
any
Our
healthy relationship.
our main thing was,
comprehending it.
where do you see yourself in 5 years? And he said marriage. I said marriage. We said maybe a couple more kids. You know, we said these things, and this
Right.
we saw we were on the same playing field. We
No,
bowling
like,
down
like
the same.
literally,
And
my husband
again,
was like,
just
I
to
don't want a baby
piggyback,
mama. He was like,
to
I'm
me,
not doing that.
within
And
6
I said, I don't want
months
to
Amen.
to
Okay.
18 months,
So,
you should
okay.
find out if that
Let's
person
get
is
this know.
cracking.
material, lover material,
You know where you're trying to
boyfriend
go.
material,
I concur.
father material. You should find out all that stuff
That's
within
real.
6 months to 18 months
Absolutely.
of dating or
Right.
relationship with that person. You should know that by
If y'all
then.
got the
But
same
once
end
you have
goal.
a breakdown in that communication, then what?
Yeah, you
break down
gotta
in what
keep talking, try to
communication?
rebuild it. I think.
When and the two of you all are
Or
not on
you
the same
weigh out the
page.
most
A
important
breakdown
thing
in which
to you. Now, the
communication?
most important thing
All
in this whole
communication
equation
within your
is
marriage.
time.
You know what?
time.
I think
Is
that
your time.
marriage is
How
a
do you spend the time
revolving-
that God's given you on this earth?
I
That's what it
think-
boils
That's
down
what I
to.
go
I
back
think
to.
that marriage is a revolving cycle. I mean, we've been like it'll be 10 years in March. You might love each other the first year. You might hate each other the next 3. You might love each other again the
Come
next
on,
2.
girl.
You might hate each other again. I think it's a revolving circle that goes all the way around, and the both of y'all have to be human and understand that every day you're not about to like me.
That's it. It's
Right.
called
And
forgiveness.
every day,
Like Mr.
I'm
Blue
not about
said.
to like you.
you.
I love you,
Yeah,
but
it's
today
different.
I'm not feeling you.
Yeah.
So keep it moving. I'm gonna keep it moving over here, and maybe we'll kind of get together later on tonight or something. But right now you go do you, and I'm about to go do me, and maybe later on we'll like each other again.
So that's completely
like
normal.
it's just for us again. What worked for me and him is not gonna work for her and her and him.
Right.
It's just not.
Everybody
But I think you
different.
should have. I
Everybody's
think everybody should
different.
have that.
Foundation.
I think they should have that though. Have that mind open for that.
My father gave me the best advice. After him and my mother got divorced, they ended up being like the best of friends. Like they didn't know anybody else except except for them. My father told me, he said, "You get ready to marry him." He said, "I want you to do something for me." And I was like, "What?" He said, "Do not stop doing what you love to do before you got married." He said, and I hope he do the same thing. He said, "Do not lose yourself yourself
In a
as a
marriage.
wife.
You
He
still
said
go out
to
with your
him,
girls and
He
travel
said
and
because-
have but you married.
Listen, he told me, he said, because
Never
I
give up
watched your
individualism.
mother.
You're still who
Lose
you are.
herself.
He said, I watched your mother try to be this perfect person all
Right.
the time. He said she tried to be the perfect mother, the perfect wife. He said, and
Exactly.
it killed her.
It killed
He
her.
said, please do not do that. You
And
know what?
I-
Listen, you know what my mother told me?
Wow.
She told me, don't you ever be scared to leave. She said, I stayed there 36 years. She said, don't you ever be scared to get up. She said, because you're going to make it. And I was like, Ma, I said, now, why would you tell me that? She said, because I'm being real. And you know what I did? I thanked her. I said, if you stayed with him 30-some years, way beyond my age, I said, I thank you for sacrificing your whole life for us.
Exactly.
So tell me what you think of this. And I know
We have
y'all
1
moving.
minute. We got 1 minute,
Tell me what
Pooh.
you think of this. I'm at the point of if I got married, I'm not going to introduce my wife by wife first. I'm going to introduce her by her name first. Because
What you
that's who
mean?
I got. Your name is
My name is Claudette.
Claudette.
Right.
This is Claudette, my wife.
Wife.
Right.
Not my wife, Claudette.
I love when
No.
people,
Come
yes.
I'm calling her
Oh,
by
that's
her
real.
name.
Yes,
Yes.
I love
That's
that.
who
I
got
love that when
from
people
her.
like my
Exactly.
wife, my wife.
That's who you got first.
I'm like, that's my
Second,
husband.
she's her individual. What we're
Self
talking about.
first.
She's an individual.
I'm guilty.
So it's Claudette, my wife.
Yeah.
guilty, too.
Because I almost kind of
Everybody
saying,
I like Jessie, my wife.
Because almost kind of saying like my wife. This is my wife, Claudette.
husband
Almost
would be
kind of
like,
seems
I
like
like
it's a
when my
piece of
husband
property.
say,
There
my
you
wife.
go.
Look, my
That's
husband
what
a
it
fool.
comes to.
He'll be
That's
like,
a
that's my
piece of property.
Piece of
She's
property.
not. She's still
This is
a
my
person.
wife.
She's
To
still a human
piggyback real
being.
quick
Yeah.
on what
Yeah.
you said what you said within your parents' relationship. I lost myself. Like I got caught up in I want to be the perfect mom, the perfect wife.
right.
I lost myself.
So what
You know
lesson
I'm
did you
saying?
learn? What lesson did you learn in the whole?
But I never saw you lost yourself though. Like Claudette,
They're friends,
when
just
I tell you,
FYI.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
Yeah, they're friends.
That is my boo. Hold
Okay.
on, listen.
Get
So
into it.
listen. So, but I never saw you. When I say this is you, 24 hours a day, 7
Right.
days a week.
Right.
You are slayed, lashes, hair done, like everything. I mean, we could be in the grocery store and you are picking up apples like, girl, like, what's up? And I'm like, do you see me today? Like, look, I'm like, oh my God. Like,
Right.
I never saw you lose yourself. I always saw you take it and just
Thank you.
run
I
with it. Like,
appreciate that.
never.
But I
Even,
did.
listen,
You know what I'm
even
saying?
Are you
despite-
happy now, Claudette?
I am absolutely happy.
Good for you.
I
Amen.
thank
That's
God.
good. That's
I
good.
thank God for the process, and I am truly happy where I'm at in my life right now.
Amen.
Yeah.
What valuable lesson did you learn?
I learned you got to make you happy.
Okay.
You know, through it all, whatever it is, you got to be happy with you. And if you're not happy with you, you can't make the next person happy.
Self-preservation.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So you can't expect you to be happy and then you gonna make this other person happy. You gotta love yourself first.
Gotta
Somebody
be
said
complete.
we need to have this discussion again.
Oh,
Someone
we
said
about to
that
go
earlier.
like on Closet number.
And then my husband said,
relationships
for me,
12.
I would say for me,
Bring
I
my
don't need
husband.
that wife thing because I came into the relationship letting them know you teach people how to treat you. I was just one of them strong women.
We
I
gotta
was teaching my
go.
husband
How to
say,
treat
We gotta go. We
my
get
wife.
kicked out.
We gotta go.
Kicked out.
Absolutely.
Quickly, we thank you all for listening. Chrissy, any final words?
Wow. Well, I would like to thank everyone for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you,
Thank
two
you
gentlemen.
very
Thank
much.
you for the
I
three
I
of
had
you.
a ball
you.
tonight. Invite us back.
For sure.
Yes.
Follow us on Instagram at
Yeah.
Closet
Wow.
Conversations,
I like talking.
Closet with the K,
get you some
Conversations
drinks
with the
while
K
you're
with
there.
the Z at the end. I'm Chrissy Mack.
And I'm
Closet
Closet
Conversations.
Conversations. And I'm Berkeley Banks. Please look out for Darnell's book. You can find it on.
You can get in touch with me from 313-567-2380.
Or call the shop. Salon.
On my
Salon-
website, you can
Salon
do my
Park.
website, relationshipsatwowaystreet.com.
And
Very
make
good
him buy y'all a
topics
drink if
in
y'all see
here.
him out.
Thank you again. Love you
Love
all.
you.
God bless.
Make
Good
him buy
night.
y'all
We
a
get
drink.
kicked
Yeah,
out.
kicked out this new year. Woo woo.